arms are tangled. Wait. Turn the gal not dead yet. She was dead enough that she forgot she had this stream. Like, y'all need to thank Magua because Magua reminded her that she had stream today. Like, she genuinely forgot. And then Magura was like, yeah, you gotta stream tomorrow. She was like, you're right, she does. Welcome, keep it short if you need to. She'll be okay. Because there's nothing. So that's why the list next to her is really short because there's nothing she can really do at the moment because unless she goes out to Asda right now, she can't really do much. You know? So, like, the only other thing other than this list is to pack her own stuff, which is, you know what, not too bad. But note, every time she thinks her list is going down, side quests seem to show up. For some reason, side quests are showing up. Things she has to keep an eye on a lot of things right now too. Gate Johnny, gate Muga, gate Maid, gate Kinoko, gate Fern, gate Maki, gate Orphe, gate Kitty, gate Kisei, gate Recha, gate Renana, gate Cubic. Welcome, welcome. We love a good side quest. Today's side quest was her having to make another whole ass graphic. Can we make work for you? We can place the merch. You see, she's cut it off. She's cut off. Thank God for the head pat. She's cut it off. So like, whatever you order now, nothing to do with her until Monday. Yeah, until Monday. Out of her brain, out of sight, out of mind. That's why Ash's birthday bromides went out, which was a side quest, because this wasn't really organized because it's not like no one's fault except for hers. But like, she did the photos on Sunday. Right? So she had to edit them and then upload them on the website and do the description and all the information on it. That's a little side quest she had. Orders Asher ignores TNC and pick up at Matsuri. You're talking right above you, maid, was a gal who did that, so don't you worry. Don't you worry, maid, the gal right above you has already done that. Things in the TNCs cannot be collected. Big fan of the birthday bromides. Honestly, after you mentioned that you wanted more bromides, she's been pushing for it a lot. So, you know, feedback does continue on, but like, it takes a lot of time. Normally, it's Tori taking the photos. So, things take a little bit longer. You ordered Nak's birthday thing for Matsuri, but not Ash's? Yeah! But that's ignoring the TUC bits. It's okay, you pick them up at HG. If you do order, that's fine. She probably has a pile. She has your honey badges. She has your honey birthday stuff. And you know what? She needs to write a time limit of collection. Because there's been a few people who've been collecting at Vexpo. She's not a fucking storage place. She's not a storage unit. The problem is, okay, which is something that she's realized today. If she has to keep stuff, especially one-off things for a long period of time, there is like a 45% of chance of her losing it. Because she won't lie, she can't find some checkies she did with Kitty at the beginning of June during anime because she can't find them. She has no idea where they are. Not a single clue where they are. Just get delivery if it's more than a month until the next event you're attending. Yeah, that's great. Did you change your pickup to Hyper Japan 2027? Bruh.
Here we have a feral tiger in her natural habitat, surrounded by printers and knee-deep in paperwork. Due to the harsh heat, the onlookers throw lots of hydrate redeems at her out of care and a little bit of
She don't even
trolling.
know she has big water up here with her, actually. You should go find, but absolutely not. You have 2 fans in your office just now. Her underboob sweat right now is unreal. Enough to leave a little, like, sweat patch. Sweaty patch on the... Thank you, Tori. Very cool. There's nothing sexy about it. There's nothing like... It's not meant to be sexual or anything. They're just lumps of fat. And they're really, really fucking warm right now. Don't talk to me about underboob sweat. No, it's so bad. It's really humid today. It's like 20-something in your room, but you got a huge fan, so you're good. 20 is not that bad. But for some reason, today has been horrid. But that's also maybe because, maybe the heat is because, she was in the moe shed. She built, for those who don't know, she built a shed in her garden so that she could keep all the cafe stuff so that it wasn't just lying around in her home. Or in her garage. Her garage is kind of grim, so she doesn't really like to store that stuff in there. She has a shed, but that shed is a sauna right now. Like, she hasn't sweated in like dripping like, tears dripping sweat in ages. It was terrible. Loves drawing it too because people go, wow, that looks great, but they don't realize how horrid. The only good thing about this heat is that her washing dried up in 20 seconds. Like, her washing, she put up her washing at like 12, dried in like 2 hours to dry. Completely. It was crispy dry. Oh, she needs to turn on the track? Okay, wait. Wait, show. Turn the music down a bit. There you go. But yeah, it's like... It was like 34 in her room earlier today. Oh, versus UK heat. Today's heat wave wasn't at a 40 day. That 40 day wasn't even that bad. The 40 day wasn't even that bad at all. Welcome. Oh, look like the heat's gonna break Saturday night. The heat's breaking tonight. According to, she's been keeping an eye on the Met Office. At least for the area that the convention's in, right? So for those who don't know, she's running a Maid Cafe convention this in 2 days. And one of the current stresses she has is people not being smart and then collapsing because of heat stroke. Not her staff, because she has really drilled it in. She's worried about people coming to the event, not eating, not drinking, and then fainting. Peace and love. She'll probably just drag your ass outside and leave you with a water bottle. She'll be like, that is not her issue. Good work, thank you. Also, Daily, welcome. You plan on fainting? No. If you plan on fainting, she's sending you to the nearest hospital, which unfortunately is in North London. You know, it ain't in the good ends. Are there gonna be any fans? So she ordered some handheld, you know, like the flappy fans, right? She ordered those for people to have her own wallet. And hopefully, like, the venue itself is an old church, so there's no AC, there's no fans. She only has one fan. She's not trekking her AC because that's like 70 kilos. Down 3 flights of stairs. She's not doing that. Peace and love. So there's only handheld fans. So if you have electric one, bring that. Bring water. But the heat wave is gonna be about 30 maximum on the Saturday. Just keeping an eye on it. You survive Tottenham Hale, you survive anything, yeah, but to go to the nearest hospital, Magua, from that end, you're going to go through Tottenham Hale. The same hospitals that treat Tottenham Hale probably also treat New Southgate. So you know, that is under your jurisdiction. Okay, right. She needs to do some graphics today. So today's work is a lot of graphic work, a lot of on-the-day graphic work. Okay. Oh, not that line. No. People only go there to go to Brent Cross. Brent Cross is great. It's near Wingit. Wingit is even the better one of the two. Great Wingit, that. Captain Sinner, welcome, welcome. Okay, right. She needs to pull out. What's the parking like for this? It's on-street parking, so it's free, but it's on-street parking. It's not the worst, because it is a quiet-ish neighborhood. She's not sure if anyone's driving. Is anyone like... So fight for a space, like, it shouldn't be a fight. It's not that busy enough to need a fight. You know? She thinks anyway. No idea. She, low-key though, she kind of regrets going for this venue because they have been absolutely shit at responding to her. By God, have they? She has sent multiple emails asking for like specific things about the venue, things like the number of tables, number of chairs, etc. Ignored. She's like, boy, that's gonna piss her off. And then today they were like, your booking's confirmed. She's like, can you reply to the 3 other emails she sent you? We might have a next proper venue. I guess not. The venues. It's definitely not St. Andrew, let's say that. It's fine, it's just old. It's old. It potentially could be a new venue. Very potentially. The only issue, which she's gonna, you know, she's gonna ask you very nicely, those who are coming to the event, don't fuck up the venue because they've taken a significant chunk of money as a deposit, which for like a big, you know, big company, that's fine. But for Tori, it really affected what she could and could not afford. Which is why the Happies aren't here. You know? Like, it's literally why the Happies weren't here. Because that money for the Happies, went into the deposit rather than the Happies. Would that be an event with videos and such from the event? She's trying to make her best to record as much stuff as she can. She's asked one of her staff to record, but it's fine. AnimeCon did help enough to fund it, but obviously because of the like cascade of delays because of it, it wasn't gonna arrive in time, which is really sad. Cause you know, worst part, it's arriving next week. Fuck her Chungus life. But yeah, don't destroy the venue, please. But yeah, whether or not she'll go there, would you do any Leeds cons in the future? Are they too far? Realistically, you should just ask your local con if they would like to invite us there. we try not to move too far up north because, like, she doesn't really want to, she has to drive there. Cafe latte, also cafe PT. And, like, the Midlands upwards, they have, like, a maid cafe that do cons. So, like, she doesn't want to take that away from them, if that makes sense. She already feels bad about doing, like, AnimeCon, like, Birmingham's fine. AnimeCon Manchester. Cause, like, that's not really our, like, distance normally, if that makes sense. Hopefully can go to the cafe somewhere next year. That'd be nice. Here's hoping it's not super duper. It's not gonna be as hot today. Not more. She's pretty sure they won't mind. But she feels like it's a bit disrespectful to, like, you know, like, imagine you opened, like, a boba store. And then your GAOpal decides to open one next to you. It's a little bit rude, isn't it? Like, Met Office, yeah, Met Office was about 28, 30, so it's better than today. Today was like 34, 35, so she's hoping it's a little bit cooler. But yeah, she would like to do more, like, conventions, but she would only consciously do it if the cafes up north refuse them already. If that makes sense, right? Because then there's no beef. There's no, like, oh, how dare you, right? She doesn't want beef, okay? She's a stressful gal enough. Plus, like, it gives opportunity for people to go to other cafes. Duh. She won't lie, every gal, she's seen some stuff. She's seen some health and safety stuff, and, not about not about the, you know, not about anything like that. You can try out some convention centers near me, but you always talk about how travel is a pain for you. Yeah, traveling must be difficult if you're not, like, London-based. You were shown the health and safety yesterday match. It's crazy. Can't be worse than the foot juice. That shit won't fly in the UK. Like that, the foot juice stuff and the thing she saw from Anime Expo, kind of wild. But no, the thing she saw last week was a health and safety rating for a maid cafe in London, and wild shit that it is concern her a little bit. Like, if Tori can get a 5, if Tori of all gals can get a 5, what is going on? But, like, you were picking boxes off the floor once you got a 5? Yeah, exactly. Straight into the toilet? Nah. Like, you're not talking about the toilet per se. We're just talking about health and safety ratings. But, the only fine Tori deserves is a fine, man. You don't get a fine. You just get outed. You just get, like, because it got posted on this, like, TikTok account, and people thought it was her cafe. Excuse you? Excuse you? Do not say, don't do that. She is not that cafe. Thank you. Crazy. No, wait. For context, in the UK, you need to pass, like, you need to get your facility checked. You know, you need to get your, like, cafe/restaurant checked by the health and safety people. They check things like your labeling, you know, your temperature checks, your how you store your items, your sink usage, etc. And they give you a score out of 5. 5 being like you are clean, you are tidy. That's good. The rule of thumb is that if you have a 3 or less, you do not eat that place. You do not eat that place. Cause she knows a place. They got a 2 because they found rat shit. So that's the threshold we're working on. You know? So after she realized that if there's rat shit, you get a 2. What is a 1? And what is a 0? Because that is insane. Because it wasn't even a 2 AR kill. It was a 1. It was 1. A chicken shop near me got failed for having feces up the wall. 0 is shut down. A 1. Yeah, it was a 1. She was like, what happened? And then they posted like the report. And realistically, about 3 of those points was probably lack of paperwork. So like, it's annoying. The paperwork is ficky. She always carries the booklet with her. But don't worry, Lap, and thank you so much for the membership, and thank you for coming by. Thank you. Believe 1 is a very poor food quality, extreme cost of production, and poor hygiene. Yeah, but what? What do you have to do to get a 1? Because like, she got a 5, and when she first did like the cafes stuff, like her house was a mess, right? Like it was disorganized, and she got a 5. How are you getting a 1? Like, what is going on in a 1? Who cares about little food poisoning? Have you not read, like, there's one sentence in that report that she saw that it made her go, oh, that put her up, because she doesn't really care that much. Realistically, she grew up in a Southeast Asian country, so, like, health and safety things like paperwork and stuff, she doesn't really give a shit. The food tastes good, but they don't write that their fridge is 4 degrees Celsius every 2 hours. She doesn't really care. Realistic, she doesn't really care. But having a sentence in your report saying that your toilets were encrusted toilet is insane. And saying that the people did not wash their hands, like the staff, that she was like, nah, she ain't messing with that. She ain't messing with that. No. When you read that, encrusted. Didn't know about allergens either. That is a really, really, like, crazy. You have a toilet? Toilet? You took a photo of their toilets? But, like, encrusted toilet. Like, to be fair, again, if you don't go to the toilet, that's fine. But, like, the rest of it seemed to just be, like, not training their staff about allergens and food safety kind of thing. But yeah, encrusted? Insane. But like, she hopes that, you know, now that they're called out about it, they'll fix it and like get a better score. But like, encrusted is... The word encrusted, can you imagine your health officer writes the word encrusted in your paperwork? What does that even mean? Like, that has a force field. You know what? A force field. But when she read that, she was a bit like, oh, boy. But like, she really does hope that they do sort themselves out, because she wants maid cafes to do well. You know, she wants the cafe to do well, and she wants people to like have a good vision of the maid cafes. But now the issue is that people now are like, they don't want to go to any maid cafe because now they're clumping the cafe with, you know, you're clumping the same cafe together, and she's not a fan of that. Like, crust? Yeah, I call it, having the word crust described for your toilets is not, it's not giving. She must say. It does not give. At all. But like, a lot of it was paperwork. A lot of it was like, okay, they don't have like allergen, like information about their food, which that's pretty bad, okay? Because you could be serving a parfait to somebody with a deathly nut allergy and you wouldn't know and you'd kill them. So that's insane. To be fair, why did you take a photo of the toilet? What do you mean you took a photo of the toilet? Oh, that's not that bad. How bad was it when I was looking at the photo on the wall? Oh, okay, that makes sense. That's not that bad. She's in her brain, she's thinking encrusted is like rusty. They didn't bother to clean. She's surprised they didn't bother to teach their staff about allergens. It is very pretty rough. Welcome, welcome. Hello. That does worry her a long time. Sorry, she needs to reply to a thing. Toilets will be worse at the Cavendish. Yeah, those toilets were pretty rough too. But like, it probably was just like one thing after another. A lot of the time she does, like when she was reading the report, it was just a lot of paperwork that they didn't file. They didn't have their like, safety food booklet thing. Something like that. There was just a lot of things are like pretty chaotic there. Then yeah, she's been talking about there was a viral post that went along about showing the the food safety score of a maid cafe in London. That is not Maids of England, it's not Tori's cafe. And it was a 1. And she was like, oh, rough. They should have thought this out a lot better to have a maid cafe deep in the city. She thinks that about a lot of places, they are cute. Like, she does think, how do you even score that low? She would like to know that too, but they described the toilet as encrusted. So that's enough for her to know it was not very clean. But yeah, she feels that with a lot of businesses. They're cute, but that's the reason why she refuses to open a permanent location. But yeah, it's kind of gross. Hopefully they improve. Hopefully the like fallout from it, because people are like cussing the place out, which is like not really fair on them, but people are like, you know, saying mean things, and she hopes that does force them to like get things fixed, because she does think it needs to be get that thing fixed. Dang, it's expensive to rent a place there, right? At that point, you might as well do it right. Yeah, but doing it right depends on how knowledgeable you are about British health standards. Captain Kitty! The problem seems to be that if you don't understand the difference between Asian health standards and British health standards and the paperwork that goes with it, that's where the issue comes from. Like, because a lot of you can get a 3 or 2 out of 5 if you don't have no paperwork. Like, you don't log anything, you don't keep track of anything, you don't have labels for your food, which pretty rough. You don't have labels and stuff. Just explaining colors for equipment. Yeah, like if you have things like, for example, she has different colored placemats for every single dish, and they're colored in a way where it's like, okay, vegan stuff goes in here, things that have gluten-free, things that are, you know, dairy-free, like they're all specifically placed for that reason. As long as you can tell them that, they're fine score lower for just no labels on food due to possible allergies. She's not talking about the labels in terms of allergens, because you normally have an allergen sheet that tells you what are the main allergens. You can mark which ones will have that. That's enough. It's more like when you open that bottle of milk, you don't have a label for that. That's like bad already. You know, it's already pretty bad. You don't have a label when you open stuff. But yeah, the safety laws are strict in the UK. Yeah, so a lot of like businesses that are brought up by gals who weren't brought up in the UK tend to not do the paperwork very well. When freedom of speech and measures in a place I go as much as they can anyway. Yeah, but like that's not a requirement for the health, food, and healthy standards. The requirement is that they're on different floors of the freezer. So you can't be putting raw meat next to the cooked meat and all that shit. You've thrown thousands of pounds worth of food. That was fun just because we didn't give the temp data. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Isn't that common sense? Yeah, but like a lot of places don't have common sense when it comes to logging it. They know the concept of it, but they don't log it because they've never had a problem. That's the issue with a lot of businesses. Like, she bets most of your Chinese takeaway places, they do not log that shit. Though you can get really fucked over if you don't write. If you forage it in front of them, that business is shutting down. Though luckily, because Tori does pop-ups, she only needs to log a few days before and a few days after the convention. She doesn't need to log every day. Which, by God, thank you, Lord. But in the medical setting, we have to monitor temperatures in every part of the lab. It makes sense, because if it goes up any a higher level, you might grow some salmonella or something, BT. You know? Welcome. Foraging in front of them sounds very brave. It's incredibly brave, but apparently it happens. Kind of like when you do homework in front of a teacher as a collective. You guys ever done that? Pookie better be taking care of herself. She will on Sunday. When Tori stops working, she'll explode. Basically, because she has like 1 day of rest, but realistically, there is no rest because on Sunday she needs to send Mama to the airport. So that's already It's been told hey, check the number, maid. Check the number, because that could be a scam. Because things don't do that. That came round quick. Yeah, Mama's leaving on Sunday. An app message. You can get those. You can get the ones that like join. Like don't. You just gotta call the bank. Call your bank. Don't call the number that they gave you. When is she back? She doesn't want to think about that. She thought she had a few more. No, because that's why we celebrated her birthday early. Because Mama's leaving on Sunday. She's not here for her actual birthday. So we celebrated it a bit early. But yeah, she's probably back sometime in January. she will have a mighty fine journey. So, you know, business class? Yeah, them air miles, innit? Can she take me with her? Very bougie, it's, you know, business class is the curious fit. She probably will wear something similar, though. Should wish her a pleasant flight? Yeah. She's, it's sad because one, you know, it sounds bad, but it's been nice not having to wake up at 9 a.m. to like, you know, wake Truffle up. But, she will miss her Ma. Like, it's been nice to, like, have Truffle as well, because, like, Ma gets distracted by the dog. Rather than try to, you know, poke at her. But she couldn't, like, refuse Ma, like, this week. So obviously she had to go and, she had to go and prepare for the event. So she was like, okay, she'll spend 1 day offline. She can spend it with Ma. It was fun. She went to an ice cream farm. You didn't bump into her this time around, huh? Last time you spotted her at MCM? She does have a little vibe. Ice cream farm? Yeah, there's an ice cream farm. It's great. He has a little milk machine, too. You not live, you need to go. It's quite good. It's somewhere in Enfield, she thinks. You never accidentally bump into people, always by choice. Maybe Mama Taiga will come to the convention. If it wasn't that hot, she would be like, Mama can come by, you know? But it's too hot. Like, she doesn't really want Mama to be in the heat. But she might come. She might pop her head round. Should we look up at Truffle too? Truffle will be fine for like a couple of hours. Maybe Truffle will come to the... No, it's too hot. Reading, it's a nice crisp 29. Yeah, it's gonna be quite warm. If Truffle came to the event, you would have tried to get a Truffle Checky. Sadly, she feels like there's enough people who are scared of dogs who should not bring the dog out. Truffle would be nice and cool with her AC. Truffle's a menace with AC though, because damn gal, would we have an AC room perfectly at 20 degrees? Beautiful. And then she'll go outside and sit on the floor outside in the heat. Just like, get your ass back in the house right now. No. She finally taught her dog how to spin. So, Truffle knows how to spin now. It's very cute. The fact that she can do tricks is already very cool to her. Oh, Key! No, wait, Key! Come back! For a second. She can't find the chickie she took with you. It's somewhere, but she cannot find them. They're with the chickie she took with everyone else. She has no idea where they are. She's been trying to find them. So, you might not get them. You will get them at some point. They are in her house. She just has no clue where they are. She thought she knew. She did not. So there's somewhere in this house, because there's somewhere. You know? Wait, is it in here? No. No. Yeah, she has no idea where they are. But, you might get them. You might not. It is somewhere. She's not sure where they are, which is really annoying. Wait, is it here? she'll go look for it in a bit. But yeah, we're around Sunday too, so if she finds them, she will find them. They are somewhere. It's like the time that she found Maid's Amelia Chucky 6 months later. But you will get them. She just wants you to know. No, she has everybody else's chickies for you. She thought they would be together. They are not. No idea where they are because she has the one that she has the one that Akane did with you, both you and wifey. She has everybody else's. Not hers. Yes, she is bringing all the watercolors and all the paintings and stuff. So you guys can collect them there. They will be in a different area though. She'll probably give them to you herself. You'll bring couch. Oh yeah. It'd be nice to see them. Yeah. So she'll give the ones that people go into the event. So like she'll give BT portrait. Yes. BT's portrait. Juice's painting. Good as paintings. And portrait. In her cars and kitties as well. So she'll put them all, you know, in her bag. So you can chase her up on that. She's very, very nervous about the event though. It's a lot more than doing a cafe. Our 50 tokens? Yeah, your tokens are in your. So things that you bought from the cafe will be with where the rest of the cafe stuff is. Why are you nervous? You're turning up in shorts since people want to see your knees, apparently? People equals Tori. Show your knees. To be fair, just wear whatever you won't fade in. That's all she asked for. Wear whatever the fuck you want as long as you don't fade and have a heat stroke on her. Because she don't want to deal with that. She's already worried enough. Get more repaired? She's worried. She's just a little bit worried. Like, if the weather was good, she would have bought her first. But it's just too hot. We claimed 3 Fall Guy Chicky tokens. The 3. Yeah! Oh, she completely. Wait, she needs to write this down. She needs to write this down. Wait. She needs to write this down. Wait, she needs to wait. She's gonna forget. You're gonna forget and you're gonna confuse the shit out of Athena and Sawa when you bring that up. Wait. Wait. Just take smash tokens in the room. Wait. You won't get disease. It's not hot, it's humid, it's very humid. But don't worry, Ranko. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for the drive-by hellos. You're a bit nervous because you're going in blind. You bought a ticket. You've been so busy, you haven't checked anything. Don't worry, she's about to write the information sheet today in terms of like what to expect and what you can and can't do, etc. But like honestly, it's meant to be a very chill day, and she's been worried that people are expecting a lot more than she can give. You know? know, like, she's very, very nervous about that. Because she's worried that people are gonna think it's as big as a con. Yes, there is melon soda, and there's a melon soda float. If the ice cream doesn't fucking melt at 29 degrees. The schedule is so packed. It's a very packed event. Personally, thank you for lurking, Asa. Thank you. Nerves are gone. There's melon soda. There's melon soda with ice cream if people want to too. But she's just worried that people are gonna be like, there's nothing to do. This con is boring, and then she'll cry. There should be. She's planned it in a way where even if you don't give a shit about taking checkies, there are still things to do. Right? So she's hoping people have things to do. People sign themselves up for like Lucky's Decoden slot. People are gonna go do the origami with Lily. They had this food that we're making because we're making a few gals like Melody and Akane are making most of the desserts. So Akane is making a lot of Southeast Asian desserts. So they're making mango sago, making quay. They're making cake batik, which is like the chocolate. It's a Milo chocolate fudge thingy. You're planning on joining Lily's origami. You're gonna make her nervous, Makua. Y'all can only fold frogs. You're gonna make her nervous? There's like a lot of panels. So there's a lot of panels. If you have questions about the con, obviously you can feel free to ask her now. But like, there's a lot of live shows. There's panels about Moe trivia. But like, it's not. She's not sure whether there's 6 hours of things to do, and that's her worry right now. You never made a frog until Lily taught you. There's so much to do. There'll be like constantly a move from 1 to 4:30. That's a good thing, to be fair. Like, she feels like she's giving a lot for the price of the ticket in terms of like extra stuff. Because like everybody gets a bit of cake. Everybody gets a little slice of cake because it's macarons cake. Very too cute. You love it. Thank you. She will have you too. It's been melon soda for hours. There should be enough. She's gonna pack quite a lot. Captain Conrad, Captain. Welcome. There's like, luckily if like let's say you're queuing up for a check-in, you can still see the stage. You're not that far away, so you can still see what's happening on the stage. But she's really, really worried that she's gonna go, but like the tech won't work. She's not a tech gal. 4 years of mod, thank you, Ronnie. She love you too. Thank you. Thank you for keeping an eye on her for 4 years. That's enough to have a degree. You have a degree in gal. You totally it wasn't the first time you did origami? Yay! She found that out. That you and many of your gal pals did not know how to use origami, and she decided to go, oh, you're gonna fold a French bulldog now. I think your tech should be okay, not overheat. No, it's not the overheating part of the tech that she's worried about. It's whether or not she has figured out the cabling and whether or not she's not an AV kind of gal at all. She doesn't understand audio and like visual stuff at all. So she bought a projector, which is sitting there. She doesn't know how to connect it. And she's bought a few like other tech picks, like audio jacks, but she doesn't really know what she's doing. So whether or not they work, that's the stressful. She can't find out until like tomorrow evening. So it's a little bit stressful. Telling Volcafest, she actually did message Volcafest, but like one, they were really fucking busy. AKA they were busy with like all the other events they were doing, the the whole life stuff, Oshi Vision, they were just really, really busy. And then they were like, you have to, you know, pay for the travel and stuff. And she is not rich. So she went, she'll do it herself. But they're just really busy. So she didn't want to like take a bit more of their time. Like, even with, for example, even with having Chiffon and 08 there, it was very last minute. So she's really appreciative that they're like able to still come because she literally asked them half a week ago. Like she literally asked them last week if they could attend. Mostly just because she just the venue did not respond to her about tables, so she didn't know how many tables she had. So she had to go look at photos, counting how many tables she could count. But so she's really appreciative of them being there. But that also adds to the whole, she's a bit scared that they're gonna expect something bigger. Because, like, for example, Oya had like a cool setup for Oshi Vision, but like Oshi Vision was a Vtuber con. Well, this con's a Maid Cafe con, and not many people are like Vtuber fans, so she's worried that they're gonna be like, wow, this was a waste of time. Oh yeah, Chiffon, yeah. She thought like something that was more J fashion adjacent would be fun, and you know, she got a recommendation, so hopefully there is a crossover. Obviously, like her GAOpals are the crossover, but like from a gal that tried to introduce VTubers into the Maid Cafe, it took a while. For example, Kitty wasn't into them when we first she tried to first shove it into people's faces. Kitty wasn't like that into them. Like, Wifey was definitely not. Yeah, you ruined me. But like, for example, like, you were like, you know, you were kind of like, I'm not sure about that at first. And that's how a lot of the Maid Cafe people are like. Hopefully no one thinks that AI again. Hopefully not, because it is mostly Moe fans. It is mostly Moe fans that like, at the convention today, know what Moe Live is. Try to promote 08, lower the Discord, low to let people know what to expect. Yeah, she just hopes people, she hopes they know what they're, she did tell them, like, you know, like, our fan base isn't all mega, VTuber, like, fans, so expect to have to try to, like, she told them to bring things like the Oshikatsu goods. She told them, like, you know, you can bring, like, specific characters if you want, but bring things, you know, for the gachapon things, like, bring that, because that people will buy that. Wonder what they have there? Yeah, like, she told people, like, she told them to bring things that are more, that aren't, like, specifically for a specific VTuber, because she does know her community enough to be like, that won't sell that well, that one might sell well, but realistically, she did also tell them, like, it's mostly for a promo for them, rather than being, like, expect big profits, because most people are gonna spend money on the Moe goods. And she was quite upfront about it. She was like, you know, you can still come. You know, she's offering you the table completely for free, that kind of thing. But don't expect, you know, everybody to be Naruto running to your table, because most of them are gonna go to the big stuff, right? It's hard to resist a gacha. You should not be gachaing, Zach. You should not be gachaing at all. You definitely be visiting. Yeah, like she expects her VTuber, like her GAOpals to go and talk to them, right? You need to be careful. Oh no, they have gacha? It might not. She doesn't know what they're bringing. Not gonna lie, she doesn't know what they're bringing. She kind of just went, here's the time you can come and set up. Good luck. But like, that, it was why there wasn't originally an idea to have anyone but Moe there, because she didn't really want the concept of giving the people thinking that it's gonna be a bigger thing than it is. Right? But like having something that's not moi related would be nice to like break up the moi cuteness of everything. So she hopes they have a nice time. She's a bit worried about the heat. The heat does Oh, so you told ARQ about the event? Aw, is that why ARQ got a ticket? Aw, thank you. She appreciates it. ARQ would have gotten it from her. That's sad. Gal's too busy drawing Sonic. No, she appreciates it. It's like, it's nice to see GAOpals come. Like, she might be running around like a headless chicken, but it'd be fun. Like, it is like a relatively nice and chill con event, and it's like you can walk around, you can leave. You know, that makes it. You can't just like be like, you know what? Not for you, and you can't leave. You're not leaving like in a maid cafe where you're awkwardly leaving halfway through a service. If that makes sense. You can bring your camping van, we can leave. Yes, you can indeed leave. But you will miss a lot of fun stuff. You can bring a camping. Please bring, like, do whatever you need to do to not overheat. That is the worst. Like, you know, she's so worried about people overheating. Now we want to stay. Nah, she expects y'all, each and every one of you, and every gal coming to the Matsuri, y'all better fucking leave when she tells you to leave. Don't take the piss. She will be like, can you please leave? And she expects you all to leave. Because she does want that. She has to break down the whole event before like a certain time of the day, so she would rather you leave without, and then it means that other people, like for example her staff, are able to like relax. So she does appreciate gals that like do make their way as soon as the event is over. Sorry, her ears wiggle when she wiggles. She moves stuff around. Tuna mayo. You have to leave up immediately after Kari's performance anyway. There we go. There we go. When the event ends, we start to fade away. Yeah, but like people do the weird thing when they decide to go piss when the door's shut. But that means we still have to wait until you to piss, and then you can go. You know? Is there spoons nearby? Google it. She doesn't know. There probably is. It's actually quite a nice, like, it's in Arnold's Grove area. So if you walk towards Arnold's Grove, there's surely a pub. Why do I just go beforehand? Exactly. It's because they want to milk how long they can go, boy. Wash your hands. She fucking hopes people do. First time going to end of the Piccadilly line? It's not that exciting on the end of the Piccadilly line. You might check out food near Euston. Go to Roti King. Roti King? Yeah, that one. Very gal for food. It's one of your choices. It's very good, but it is a bit of a long queue. That one is that's the long. It's a relatively long queue. Sweet corn mayo. Now, thank you for the hydrate. Thank you. Okay. Right. She's getting all these done. She needs to make all the croissant fillings too. Kimchi and cheese. Because of the heat, she can no longer just display the food out because it's too hot. So you're gonna have to deal with very cute drawings from Nat. They're really, really cute. And she really appreciates Nat for these because Nat did them in so quickly that like she would not have had time to do these. Are you gonna go through Houston? Surely there'll be people who like are gonna go through Houston. Houston's a big one, though. Houston sucks ass. Napkin's always fine. This one's super cute. She'll have to commission Nap to do more food drawings in the future. You've been to worse stations, much worse? Tottenham Hale. Is it lying about to save your life? To be fair, you can get the overground as well to New Southgate, which is slightly closer. Croissant. Buttery croissant. Buttery croissant. Filled with a choice of topping. Okay. That's one bit of information. Time to write allergen notice. Allergen. Milk. Egg. Milk. Egg. Wheat. Chicken teriyaki. Teriyaki. All contains. Chicken teriyaki has sesame. Oh, how do you spell sesame? Making a trip up the hill to Walmart. Enjoy Walmart! Sesame. Sesame, yeah, she spelled sesame. She can't spell. One is that's a solid vegetarian. And sweet corn. Mustard, fish, cute cafe we worked. It was a really cute cafe recently for work in the Yorkshire Dales. Ooh, cute cafe, Charlie! Cafe, cafe! You've been to some really small stations. The smallest one was the one in Arisang, Scotland. She'd never been to Scotland. She'd like to. gets a bit quiet. She's the kind of gal, if she starts talking while she's typing, she'll end up typing the shit she's talking about. And that's embarrassing. She did consider, going, up north for fun at some point. But she had to think about bringing truffle too, and that's the issue, isn't it? Hey, gals, wait. She's gonna quickly... Right, she's gonna... Would you rather, let's say you're buying something, right? You're buying you know, you're looking at food things. Do you care whether or not it's propped up? Like a little sign? Like, you know, like, let's see. Hey. Or do you think that this the 2D one is fine? Because you can either, like, you know, she can get a thing that props up like this. Most trades will allow dogs if you pay a fare for them. It's not that, it's more like she'd have to plan on where she's going, because can a dog go there? She has to make sure, like, a place accepts dogs to stay there. Make sure that it's not too hot for truffle. 2D's be easy to do, but then she's not asking which one's easy to do. She's asking which one you think would be more attractive to look at. A propped up one, right? You wish you could look after truffle. Look after yourself first, kiddo. Hope on ones are easier to see. There's a queue. Okay. Okay, she'll make it propped up. Okay. Which is fine. Cafe Frozen, cafe. Welcome. Okay, time to make propped up. She's very excited to make her onigiris, but because of the heat, it's stressing her out a little bit. She's low-key a little bit stressed out because of the heat, because rice and heat are not friends. You want to tell anyone if you get food poisoning? Please tell her if you get food poisoning. For one. No, this is probably the only time she'll be ever able to make this kind of dish for Matsuri, for like a con-esque event, because she refuses to do rice at any other convention. Working at 1 p.m. is pretty reasonable. You know what? She did that when she was like 15, 16 too, so that's fair enough. Japanese seasoned rice filled with a choice of topping. holiday. You know, it's your summer holiday. Do what you want. Gonna enjoy life while you can still can. Do you choose to wake up early? Something's happening? Yeah, like if you have plans. What do you mean? Your coworker, you doing your work, doing cafe things? Yeah. So she's preparing for a convention. She's running a convention on Saturday. She's preparing all the bits and bobs for it. Cafe, cafe. Okay, right. Ta-da. Stupid cake, please. She's so excited for Melody's strawberry shortcake. Melody's baking is so good. Unfair levels of good. Unfair. Cafe TP, cafe cafe, welcome, welcome. Ow, ow, ow. Teach her ways. You don't have time. Honestly, Tori does not have time to do anything in particular. She forgot what she was talking about. Sauce. She's bad. Oi. The Melodies. Wasn't it Melody's cooking? Oh, yeah. Melody is very cute, though. kind of rat you can have in a kitchen without getting a one. Okay, she's doing this on an electric banjo? She wishes she could play instruments. She can't wait to delete these threads. Endless threads. Aries! Welcome, welcome! Thank you so much for the raid! Welcome, welcome! You don't know Tori, she's just a gal! And she's currently trying to work on her convention. Welcome, welcome! How is your studying? Did you manage to get work done? She's still on task 1! Welcome, welcome! If you need to rent a run, feel free to do so. Good luck with the rest of your work, though, if you've still got things to do. Melody gets around food safety violations by punishing other maid to do, like, cooking, like Remy. Nah, Melody's the kind of gal that's like, please, get out of the kitchen. She's very gal when it comes to that. Do not fret. Sorry, her ear's gonna be wiggling a lot. 1.5. 1 and 5. 4. Oh. 4. Bum, bum. Cookie. Chocolate chip. 5:30 a.m. Oh, go night. Go night. Thank you for coming by. Please go and rest. Please go and rest. Thank you for coming by. Thank you. Matcha white chocolate. So on these drawings, thank you for following, Aries. Thank you. Some of these drawings are gonna be by Tori, and you're gonna be able to tell which one they are because she felt a bit bad asking Nat to draw so many more than just like, you know, a few. So she was like, okay, she'll do the ones that definitely are not gonna be displayed out. But she'll do the rest. Why not? You know, if she ends up using it. Best way to speaking of sleep, what's the best way of sleep your schedule? An alarm. Wake up, be tired for the whole day, then go to sleep early the next night. That tends to work with her. Or come back from holiday. Come back from holiday from a long way away. Don't you wish sometimes you had the ability just to make graphics out of your brain? You just think about it and it makes the graphic. She would love that. Because a lot of the time, it takes her a lot of time to do some stuff because of the fact it takes her ages to like type the right wording out. 24-hour work sometimes, well for some hard, but it's not gonna work well for you because you're used to doing 24 hours. Don't do it. Copy image. Oh, nuts are so cute. Okay, trillionaire. Hot. GF/VE. You rarely wake up to alarms? Have you tried the one that like is not a sound one? Like one that like shakes your freaking pillow shape? Try because because you can't hear very well, you might as well just get one of those like physical ones. Short bread. Look for the origins of this. They're pillow ones. Just put the wrist one on into your pillow. Normally, you just have to like work with what you can, though. With coffee, chocolate, ganache, toffee, and chocolate ganache. Begins. Soya. Tick, tick. Shock collar alarm? Right, you're asking Zach's parents to get arrested. Insane. Milo. Fudge. Cake with rich tea biscuits. Duplicate group. Oh, where is it? There it is. If you sleep through a shock collar own willpower and age. It's your own willpower and age. Cafe GC, cafe, welcome. Mango Sago. Reminds you of a little electrocuted by your school when you attempted to shock you? That's a crazy thing to make. Small tapioca topped with mango and coconut milk. Electric game called lightning reaction when you press a button and the shock comes on the slowest shock. There's a few like that. She always thought those were weird to like, oh no. Possibly anyway. By the way, she's not making this for every single dish. Like all the drinks won't have these drawings. Shower room. It's now a bunch of ducks. Gooey, chocolate. Feels like she's missing a vital ingredient in this. Butter is milk, egg is egg, chocolate is dairy, so it's wheat. Yeah, that's all she needs then. Huh. Nuts? No peanuts. She refuses to work with anything with peanuts and nuts because people can die from it, and she does not want to deal with that. Though she has had people with nut allergies come into the cafe before, and it stresses her to shit out. bed. Yeah, to be fair, that is a thing, isn't it? You're meant to like not look at a screen for the last like 2 hours before you go to bed. All the allergens for all the drinks. That would take us 3,000 years. We should read more books before going to bed. Yeah, just if you can't read books, just download some fan fiction. You know, just print out some fan fiction. You know how she learned English? Have she ever told GAOpals how she learned English? Like proper English, as in like, you know, not broken English. She learned it by role-playing England from Italia. So, literacy can be improved. Oh, yeah. Is she sure why not? Yeah. Italia, yeah. But she learned English from it. It all comes back into... Exactly! And now she's pretty fluent. She likes to think, and all thanks to being off of Kirkland. Isn't that kind of funny? Can you imagine how, like... Now she thinks about it sometimes, right? She thinks about the fact that her English probably wasn't that great, and she was role-playing as the character that represented England. Crazy work. Exactly. And not Tori is the most British gal, you know? She apparently goes more British when she's angry. And that's kind of funny. The fact that she gets a little bit more British when she's angry at life. You've not noticed that yet? Yeah, it's only when she's like, obviously you guys will probably never really hear it, but it's when she rages in games. She gets apparently more British. Which, kind of funny in her opinion. Whenever she talks to Zach and tells Zach off, it feels more like Asian anger. You know, it's like more Asian that comes out. Is that did become a defining point for a lot of people? She once showed her history teacher in school, Hitalia, thinking it was the coolest shit in the world. And it lives rent-free in her head because she probably was the cringiest ass kid. But you know what? Cringe is being part of a kid, right? Because she feels like kids nowadays, they're afraid of being cringe. Oh my god, yeah! She thinks about, because she remembers her face being like, oh, that's cool, because she's probably her age around now, you know? Like, the teacher's probably like her age. So, she thinks about it. And it's actually quite traumatic. Like, what do you mean? She tried to be like, yo, this is the coolest thing you've ever seen in your life. It's called Hitalia, and it teaches you history. Bruh. Me, when presenting your teacher with Sonic the Hedgehog, did you? Are you the kind of gal who applies to, like, Sega with Sonic OC art? To be fair, you draw like actual covers now, so that's pretty gal, you know? The only thing makes you cringe about regarding tennis probably is some of the stuff that didn't age well. Oh yeah, if Hitalia came out in 2026, that series would be instantly cancelled. Have you ever seen a dub of Hitalia? It's the most racist ass thing in the world. But back in the day, it was funny. Does ARQ have a Sonic OC? Everyone. Every Sonic fan has a Sonic OC, whether or not they want to show it to the world or not. Stuff regarding the relationship between two particular countries mostly. You should see the fan art during like the Eurovision and during the World Cup. The Hitalia fan art community really slaps at that. You were born with a Sonic OC? She never really had a Sonic OC actually. Surprisingly enough. Never had one. But that's because she never really played Sonic. At all. Except for the Child Gardens in Sonic Adventure 2. That's the only one she's ever played. Ever. Oh, you played the best part? That's the only bit. Why have they not recreated it? Actually a violation and they never recreated it. What the fuck you mean you don't recreate the only good, like, segment that she could play as a gal who did not know how to play Sonic games? She was not smart enough for that shit. Like, her reaction speed was a bit too dyslexic for that. Her reaction speed really was not it. But yeah, Italia would not age well in this day and age. Which, fair enough. It's a bit of a shit show of a show now. Can be trained though. It's not your fault you didn't. It's not your fault if you didn't train it. Is an insane thing to say. It's not your fault. You're shit at it. Don't worry, Tori. It's not your fault. You're shit at it. You may sound mean. No, it's okay. She's only teasing ya. She does wonder though, like, she's very curious to how your attention span is like that. Cause like, she feels like kids nowadays have shit attention spans. What's Tori shit at? You're away. She's shit at playing platformers. You must have had a personal child. Yes, she had many. She played that game so many times because she could only. The only bit that she was good at in Sonic Adventure 2 was the bit where you find gems. So she was great at playing Knuckles and Rouge, but everything else she was shit at. So she never actually finished the game. That's something you want to do, though, Zach. Like binge watching an anime season is something you want to do. Oh, you're horrible at that? There we go. If we combine our powers, we could be a speedrunner. You go on platformers, especially Super Mario. So she grew up on like tactic games. So like one of the first games she played through, like from start to end, was Final Fantasy Tactics on the Game Boy. Through, as in like she actually start from the start from the end to the end of the game. And that's a game that nobody knows, basically. I can tell my attention span is much worse than it used to be. Hopefully you can do something about that. You have to go meditate. Speedrunner speaking your language. She likes watching speedruns. She just could never do it. She'll never be able to speedrun. It's just not in the cards for her. You enjoyed Final Fantasy Tactic Advance? It's a good game, but there's nobody knows it at all. The only other thing that can improve your attention span is me playing the same game for hours on end. Like, she's talking about, like, class attention spans. You know, like, how good is your attention span when you're trying to listen in on classwork? And, like, lectures and stuff. Because her one wasn't that great in uni, and she didn't have all this short-form content when she was in uni. So, like... kids nowadays probably are fucked. It's good if you wanna be sticky, you don't like you just zone out and somehow remember it. Could you not like this is her coming from a bit of an ignorant side now. Can you not do hearing aids record shit? Could you not just honk shoe and just press record? Like she doesn't really know how hearing aids work. But like could you not just record it? Having hearing aids must be a blessing and a curse at the same time. Because if you don't wanna listen to someone, just turn it off. Oh, sorry, bro. Like the battery is gone on the hearing aids. You should shut them up. It's now out on modern platforms as the Avalanche Chronicles. Oh. She'll give it a go when she has a bit of time. Celeste, she would never do Celeste. No. The original Final Fantasy type. Really? Oh. Why did they rename it? That's an odd thing to do, to rename. Oh, she got a sharp nail beat. Okay, right. They can if I want, but usually it usually drains a lot of battery with quite extra hardware. But I don't record at all due to privacy with other people. Oh, you're so well behaved for a gal that probably wasn't beat as a kid. Very gal, proud of you, Zach. Now, Final Fantasy, as a subtitle, it's still Final Fantasy Tactics and all of them. Oh, I need to look this up. Wait, let's go look it up. Is it on Steam? She presumes now. Oh yeah, £40. Hey, you put it in the thing in the £40. 40 British pounds. Gatti. Sorry, she didn't want to say Gauday to you until you said something because you kept on winning the balloon game, the ball game, and she was like, oh. Casuals here. We're waiting. Yeah, she's gonna wait until like the next discount because she's not gonna have time. She don't room to play. Okay. Right. this was before she spoke English. So she played this game without understanding English, but she went, yeah, she got what's going on. She went, yeah, she can figure it out. Okay, that is all the food list done. Still not a pretend to know. Basically, you did win a lot. You're looking for a while. Thank you for lurking. She appreciates it. Does she want to print this one off too? She could print this one off too. Good day. She did have a good day so far. She's been grinding out event prep things, which she's actually done with one of them. Yippee! Very now. You see, you watch your entire stream before? Yeah, but that's something you want to do, Zach. That's different. That's different. That's you actually want to do that. You want to be there. Right, okay. It's time. It's time to sort out the information sheet. But a test of attention. Can you spend a day in a museum? She finds art museums the most boring shit in the world. Oh, an art museum would send her to sleep. She would speed run an art museum. Art museums are boring. Biggest snore ever. Biggest honk shoe ever. Right. Okay, she has the trinket trade stuff. Lunch table. Food's done. Okay, right. We will do... make this over. Event info. Okay, she got... make these graphics up. We'll expand some of these. Each master will be timed to play different classic bowling games. She swears she wrote. She's not gonna check now. She did write it in the checky info. People just don't read. I like the art of animals done by people who have obviously never seen an animal in their life. Well, those are pretty good, to be fair. When they draw like a tiger and it looks like a demon. Pretty good. Art galleries are hit and miss depending on the theme. Yeah, museums are great if it's like if it's like real. You know, if it's like a natural history museum, that's fun. What other ones? She doesn't mind the odd museum, but she does get bored very quickly. She can't appreciate art. There are 3 games to compete in, and each she made really cute graphics for the winners of a lot of the stuff for the event, and it's super cute. She's well chuffed about it. There are 3 games to compete in each. Each winner of each top ranking, top 5 master will I before E, except after C. Like Museum of Vocaloid was really fun to look at. Yeah, but she really enjoyed the mayonnaise museum. She likes museums that are food related, which you know what fits her theme very well. But is very much she is a big fan of food related themes of museums. They're great. Receive goodie bag full of treats, of past and present going along with a certificate. Why can't she click on that? The 3 games are not static. Donut game. Game first. Stack 6 donuts. Collect all. Reach from the table to the cards. Still not at the point where you're ready to get date advice from Tori? What do you mean you're not at the point? What do you mean? What do you mean you're not at the point? Everybody should have dating advice from her. What's wrong? What's wrong? What? What do you mean? You're too young? Okay, don't. She's not giving you dating advice. You get past university first. You don't get past high school first, and then she'll give you dating advice. No dating until university done. Okay lah? 5 scoops ice cream. You've done high school now? You haven't done high school. You got 2 more years left. high school. You're still with a secondary school girlfriend 7 years on? Nah, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful with the 7-year curse, Cubic. 7 years. 7 years is the cursed year. They have to get past 7. Then you can feel comfort. Because she knows about 6 couples that have broken up at the 7-year mark. So, 7 years, a 7-year curse. She knows so many gals that will break up at 7 years. She doesn't know why. She hasn't figured that bit out yet, but it is a thing. Happened to you? There we go. If it happens to you, it's scary. She's gonna have to speed run the whole dating thing. She's gonna have to get married, have the baby. If you're gonna have the baby, she's gonna have to do it before 7 years before they leave her. They're gonna have to die before then. They're gonna have to go, If you're married and you're pretty much locked in, not nowadays. Back in the day, probably. Back in the day, probably, but nowadays, no. Nowadays, you can get a divorce. Make sure you write a prenup. A curse 7 year. It is a 7-year thing. Put your partner in a coma so they miss the whole 7 feet. You're so right, Magua. You're so right. Gonna hide the evidence? Yeah, they won't know, They won't know. Okay. Right. She thought she didn't write the information about the checkies. And she did. So it turns out people can't read. So she'll take her W's there. Okay, print. You're not knowledgeable about marriage because you're waiting. Yeah. Don't think about dating until. And don't think about dating. Obviously, if it happens, it happens. Because that's how it is. But don't chase for it until you're in, university. Or, you're old enough to do your own taxes. Right? Don't date until you're financially independent. That's her advice. Hey, you know what? She feels like no one should date until they're 24. When your frontal lobe develops, then you can think about date. Date as in dating to settle down. If you want to date around and do whatever you want, do that before 24. You should be dating boys. She hopes you be dating men. Nicole, not boys. Not boys. Trivia. Women and NBs who want me. You can date women, gals, and men. No boys or girls. No. 24, not 21, which when everybody has their frontal lobe developed? 24. TikTok has pushed that back down a bit. TikTok be pushing that number back a bit. she always finds Gal. Like you really shouldn't even date until you're like. She feels like real relationships will come when you don't want to date somebody. You have a cousin who started a family when she was high school and drunk. And is the cousin happy? Not all of us are on TikTok 24/7. Listen, she's seen some of them TikTok kids go crazy because they haven't had their 200-gram sugar frap. Why are kids having coffee? Crazy what? Crazy what that? Hot? Not in your... No. Are they happy? But to be fair, it depends on what you want in life, you know? If all you want to do is, like, you know, start a family, that's fine, you know? Like, if you want to start a family and you get to start a family when you're 17, she hopes that your partner is also 17. So that's fucking weird. And that Gao plus coffee even tastes that good. You have energy drinks and sugary things. She's scared of sugary drinks. In teams, up to 4 monsters. Wanna have a mister? What's a mister? What does that mean? Kinda, she loves the kids but hardly gets a break. Yeah, like you don't have lifetime time to enjoy life in no sense, right? Teams up to 4 masters. Compete. You mean master? You want to have a master? Oh, good. Good. Drink your protein shake instead. They don't taste that great, Monster. It's yummy. It's like a soda, but like it's not great for you at all. Like she had a phase where for maybe a year, Otakura really making Night come out the closet. Yeah, she was a bit like. You want a mister? One, you should not have a mister. You should have like what's a baby mister like? Monsieur. Yeah, you might just have a normal soda. Yeah, Gal, you borrowed a work PC. We talked about monster and you spawned in Dota. Baby mistress, unironically master. You're right! Oh, you're someone... Yeah, we were talking about monster energy. And you spawned in. Compete. Work together to... Sheena and Lottie's quiz. Combine. Various aspects of my history, past and present. The winning team will be announced. Oh god, it's the word she can't spell either. Announced. Dragon soup is where it's dragon soup? Soup. Announced announced. Yeah, it's one of those words you just can't spell. Will be announced at raffle. Winners are announced at the start of our raffle. Draw 3:30 p.m. Yippee! Kate, Pac-Man! Kate! McGee, don't say that because Zach is literally a child. So don't talk about it, please. Raffle 3:30. You just can't spell cinnamon? You did just spell it. Or did you have to Google it? She does enjoy the occasional misspellings from Zach. She finds that very endearing. She's like, oh, same. Prizes include certificate each member. For checky tokens and a goodie bag full of wondrous items, including a rare Nakama Checky from 2021? Yeah. If GAOpals don't have a quiz team yet, myself and a friend will bring nothing but vibe. Feel free to join us. Yeah, she feels like some GAOpals are gonna do checkies. Yeah, she found some Nakama checkies of the cast of 2021. No, maybe even earlier. It's been 2019 before COVID. She's not sure anymore. Because it sounds fun. You're on like a holiday right now. Zach, what are you on about? It's too hot here. Yeah, AC probably. Call Zach on FaceTime? Would that be allowed? Would that be allowed to call Gao on FaceTime? You know who would know what year the Checky was from? Suki! Wait, she's gonna go and don't worry, wait. So jingle jangle in front of Suki, wait. At Suki, what year was this? Her favorite nice doesn't mean I wouldn't give away your... Please don't give away your number to strangers online. Good night, Rachel. Good night, good night. Good night, good night. Welcome back, Brunage. I hope you got nice goods from Walmart. I'm a smarter gal than that. She wasn't when she was 15. Did you guess to 2020? No, because it wouldn't be 2020 because that's when the Rona hit. It's 2019, right? There you go. She was correct. Yippee! Having a legal number on Facebook public? She would give her number to anyone because she was desperate for friends when she was young. But that's before internet safety was a thing. This is when you would still talk on BBM Messenger and MSN, and they'll be like, "Oh, let's chat via phone. Why not? Oh, here you go." You're surprisingly small and dumber than your GAOpals. The problem with that is that you grew up in a world with a lot of more internet. So probably internet safety is a little bit more stuffed into people's faces. BB Messenger, there we go. That's the difference in it. That's when you know. What was that British social media? Bing? Blink? Bing? 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 No. People? 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 Beepy? Beep? No idea. You never had a BlackBerry? ToriThaiga had a BlackBerry, so she was even worse. She gave her own father's number to people. Section of the world. Crazy work. Crazy goal! It nearly worked? It did not nearly work. She's gonna burst your bubble real quick. It did not work. There's a quick flight there and back. It's a quick one. Don't worry about it. Welcome. Yes. Making all these graphics for gals to not read. You managed to make your parents double think? Only a mere 2 hours and a few extra hours? To be fair, if it's like only 2 hours, technically Magua is further. Right? If you think about it that way, technically there are other Moe gals traveling further. You're traveling further, exactly, see? Quiz. No. Oh, she does need to hydrate. You're right. 2 hydrates. You traveled far and you travel straight back from Moe event if you mean major. But to be fair, this event's probably the only event for a long time that the majority of staff will be there. So it is kind of rough that you're not there because it is one of the only events where basically everyone, the only gal it's not there is Hestia. Just come to the cost of astronomical rent. Pick the good first non-con event then. Yeah, like it's very different from our standalone events, but it's a different experience for sure. At least you'll be able to get some of it online. Yeah, it's gonna no, majority of it except for the Matsuri stuff, unless we have that much left over. Oh no, just announcing the winners of the game and quiz. Tori will host the raffle where each of our guest mates will pick a number. Before you left with Gaos? Yeah, that was fun. All-time favorite mug, you use it everywhere? Oh, right. The real ones know the rarest appearance in Matsuri's mug. Yeah, he only really shows up at, like, conventions where she forces him to. He's always really busy in the weekends. She always feels bad, but he's always just really busy during, like, convention times. So she's like, she made him block off that day months in advance. Last event was your first event? No, Mert did Go Japan and Mert did Vexpo as well. Whispers of a Miku? Yeah! Moe was part of Zach's birthday party and she dressed as Miku as a surprise. Which, for full disclosure, she did not do it because of of it being, she did not get the cosplay because of it being Zach's birthday. It was, she wanted the cosplay anyway. Sorry to burst your bubble, Zach, if you thought she got it. Especially just for you. She wanted a Miku cosplay. And it just happened to be... It happened to be in the right time, in the right place. No, she couldn't hear shit though. Forcing Merc to travel halfway across the world. It'd be really nice to have the Americans side of Moe come and visit the UK. You had thoughts about that, so don't worry. Great. freaking leave too? She was like in mid-piss and she was like, the raffle tickets! Love a spiritually enlightening waz? It's great! Okay, right. Save it. Okay, raffle. Okay, now actual information, which she has to read from her opening ceremony. Oh god, every time she opens a new tab, her PC dies a little bit. Event. Event. Roles and info. Gotcha. To be fair, like raffle, if you bought raffle tickets, it technically is gotcha, isn't it? Your PC died recently, only got working with a new SSD today. You're like, Pixie! How much were the extra raffle tickets? So, originally, you can buy raffle tickets, but this time, because there's 80 people coming and only 4 prizes, you decided not to sell anymore, because the chances of you winning is 5%. So, you know, like, she felt a little bit bad if like, there's a higher chance in the first place. Down night, BT! Down night, she'll see you in 2 days! She'll see you in 2 days! 5% is better than 0? You're sucking on copium right there. Below are rules and information regarding my Matsuri. We ask that our masters read and fully read is to enjoy the event fully. She's gonna have to be like, please don't approach people outside of the convention if they just happen to look really similar to any of herself. Don't be a stalker! Don't be weird! Don't do the weird. Like, the most you should do is a weird little smile. You can be like, here, and then walk away. Hold on, girl, God. Mine said if it's just 1%, you're gonna grab onto it. Bruh, you gotta let it go. Gotta let it go, Eric. Fully. Photos and videos are allowed, but please be respectful when it comes to taking photos. Taking them. I.e. ask for permission, and slash what if your friends would want to send lookalikes? It's better not to. Personally, it's better not to approach them because then you're inviting other people who don't know know you're friends with these gals to come and join in. So, if you're gonna do that, go meet far, far away. Go meet in go meet at Spoons. Then that's out of her jurisdiction. She don't give a shit what you do outside. As long as you stay far away, if you're friends enough, you will organize a time to meet and where to meet. It always leads to Spoons. It's the easiest place, isn't it? Permission. Don't hold cameras too high up. Okay. Take care of your belongings. Please do not leave things around. And put trash where it needs to be. Thank God for the head pat. Thank God. Get the train to Leeds, then meet me there, flawless. Mama Tiger's friend in Leeds right now. The gal that's been staying with us around for a while, she's just in Leeds for some reason. Not sure why. But it's been nice. It means she can, exist in just her panties. It's great. Must be guided to one to unlock the sight of Spoons. Not until you're... Are you allowed to be in the Spoons when you're underage? You're allowed to be until 9 p.m., right? Is that's... She's pretty sure that's the rules. What do you mean? She's not sure you're allowed in the Spoons before you're... I think you count an adult. Again, she was the youngest of her generation, so she doesn't know how old you are, right? You don't know much about spoons? It's a utensil, Zach. You heard the Chocodero being turned to spoon to your side of them. Chocodero? You mean it's equivalent with spoons? To be fair, it's better spoons than the tourist trap. You know what? That's when you know you're old. You fucking remember Chocodero. Jack didn't even bat an eye at the joke. It was wasted, Brandon. It was wasted. It was wasted. Of course! She used to go there, She's old enough to go there, okay? Wait until you hear about knives and forks. Right, when leaving the event, do not please respect the privacy of any members of the public, even if they look like our maids and butlers. Only tricky Think out for the hydrate. 1 second. Just trying to think. What other information will... All usual more event rules apply. Please ask if you do not know them. Keep all conversation within the event. Each family friendly, even amongst our masters. No saying penis in the con. She obviously can't say this during the opening ceremony, but she can tell you all right now. No saying pee-pee in the cafe. Is the BSC family friendly? Oh, that's an interesting one. Probably, but not in detail. You don't even want to know the story behind that one? Well, it's mostly because the cafe normally is family friendly anyway, but because you're not sat down and you're walking around, people might forget that like the conversations you're having with one another are heard throughout. So she doesn't want someone to start talking about Omegaverse in front of her staff. That makes sense? You know, like, even if you're talking to each other, obviously she didn't think any of the monsters are gonna start, you know, talking to the maids or butlers about penises. But like, for example, Kiriko could be like, could turn to Magua and going, "You're a shithead. That's not very moe moe. No saying shithead in the cafe." Fair, but it's funny to imagine someone in the PP game where you take turns saying it louder and louder. PP game? You should say it should be bogeys. Here goes, well, you say it telepathically. You know, we know they won't, but yeah, it's a bit like that when you don't, like, obviously, she feels like swearing is like not the end of the world. You know, like 17-year-olds can swear, but she's thinking more like talking about Omegaverse, or like talking about like Yaoi and Yuri, or like anything that might not be family friendly. Because there will be a child there, one of the monsters bringing their kid. So don't talk about Omegaverse, we're good, but like, you know, imagine you're like, oh yeah, you wanna sickety suckety tills dong it to somebody, you know, like you can't say that in the cafe. You know, it's just, as long as just the conversation you should have, or the conversations you would want your auntie to hear. Me when I'm talking, Zach, in 4 years, Zach, in 4 years. Me when talking to my melon soda. Can you imagine you're just stirring the melon soda? You're like, come, baby. You might get reported. Like, she might get like a little radio call in, because she'll be holding a radio for most of the event. You're gonna be like, the radio's gonna get called in. Please, I beg, no one's forcing you to do. are you gonna report me? There's appreciating and there's groaning about it. You know? She's trying to think what other things she might have missed in her information. So photos and videos are allowed. Don't hold your cameras over your head. Don't be a cunt and take photos. You don't even know what you're in yet. Just don't think about it for the next, like, 4 years, Zach. No flash? Who's using flash photography in 2026? When's the last time y'all used flash photography? You know what? That's a good point, but like, that's crazy. Who's using flash photography? No flash photography or okay. That's a very good point though. Thanks, Zach. Is that part of your speech? Don't be a cunt? She'll say, don't be a bad gal. But you know, y'all know she's gonna say, don't be a cunt in her head. But she's not allowed to say it, because she needs to be a good gal. If all else, the word gal is interchangeable with everything you could ever think of. She can call you a gal, and you don't know she's calling you a cunt or a pookie. Welcome back, Asa. You love the word cut? It is a great word. Can't sound made for funny though. Apparently in the US it's like a big insult. Like you don't call a gal cunt. You don't do that. Okay, right. No photos. Don't leave your shit around. Don't follow people outside of the convention. You're only allowed like solos or chickies with you. Other Moe event rules apply. Keep conversations family friendly. There we go. Don't think it matters since you're keeping the positive vibes. Exactly, it's all positive. Was a baka all along? Nobody calls people bakas nowadays, surely, right? 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 Tori doesn't trust you with anything, Shy. For good reason. You were holding a fucking machete. That's not just something sharp. That's something you could kill somebody with. You would make great security. You work in the spoons. You know how to be security. She feels like working in spoons. You just end up being part of everything. You see that meme when it's like, you may be the bartender, but you're also social media, security, the chef. You helped kick someone out last night? How bad do you have to be to get kicked out of a spoon? That's the thing, right? How bad do you have to be to get kicked out of a web of spoons? That's a high level of continent. Okay. You don't know what spoons is, or you don't know how bad it is, you're assuming it's bad? Weatherspoons is a pub that is really cheap. Actually, really good price. But it does, because of the price, it attracts the worst of the worst people known to man. You gotta be bad. Have you ever done the thing when you serve a pie in different forms? Drunk enough to not be able to discern a chair from a toilet seat? That definitely happened. Please write a book. Can you please do a stream where you talk about, as long as you're not breaking NDA humiliate and getting fired. But can you do a stream where you just recount things that happened in the spoons? You know, if someone dies, the pub stays open? What happens if someone dies in the cafe during the event? Like, you think she would close the cafe? She'd be like, Moe, burial? What would she do? The drink must go on. Crack open a cold one next to the other cold one. Oh. Crack open a cold one next to the other cold one is insane. Magic spell as they lower the casket. Moe, cute. You want a Moi burial? Do you think the Moi Checky is appropriate? If it's just a casket? That just seems a little bit dark. You do a 10-hour stream and she would like to watch that stream. That would be very fun. My Nakama check-in next to Spoon's dead body? Surely! It gets closed off, and then it gets removed relatively quickly. Like, does the ambulance get there relatively quickly with a dead body? Surely, they're quite quick at it. It's probably closed for like 20 minutes. Right? Weird chairs and man just standing on site. Moi red 40. There's a drink she has in her home right now that has a red 40 thing. She's like, ooh. Red 40. Okay, right. She has done the information. She's gonna send it somewhere for someone to read. She forgot what she was doing. She's not missing anything else about the event, right? Right? Can the next Moi event be at Spoons? Can you talk to your manager whether or not we can? There's a Moi wake? Made Tim Martin? You think he'll ever wear... He'll ever wear the dress? Maybe you can double check to make sure? She's not sure what she does and doesn't know. That's the thing. She's not sure. wait. She needs to wait until somebody reads it. The mini tigers dance? Yeah, she needs to update this actually. She needs to update the mini tigers. She needs to update the mini tigers to be nuggets. Everybody bow down. I'm mega important now. You can use little memes. You can use, you can grab Tori like this. The hell's that noise? The hell? She was like, that's the classic noise. Why does she have that? How do you do that? You spend money, so you don't do that. Okay. It's a weird time to be spending money. Have you ever get called out by that by your parents being like, why did you make a 1 a.m. transaction? I thought it was so nostalgic. You don't even know how to change that. It's never a weird time to spend money. She did her Asda order at 3 a.m. So it could be worse. Right. She's having a gout live. Live. She's getting live grammar changes to her thing, which is great. Which is where like she gets a lot of help from. A lot of the event she does herself. It's stuff like this that she gets a lot of help from, aka people reading through it. She's dyslexic, okay? She don't know the spell. During food orders early in the morning is peak. All the slots are free. Oh, yeah, you're right. But it's also £5. For like the earliest slot. There we go, buy 20 more ash bromide sets. You guys go and buy them. They're very, very cute. She had a lot of fun taking them. Don't trust me with fixing grammar. If she trusts a 15-year-old to fix her grammar, she has failed somewhere. Peace and love. She should have better grammar than a 15-year-old. You know, like so she has gone wrong somewhere. Go with your services. Delivery £1 a week, but that you see, Tori only gets delivery. Okay, normally when Mama Taka is around, she lives on her own, right? So normally she does not spend £40 a week on groceries. She spends a maximum of 15. You realize that now teachers were limited? Now you feel bad? Don't feel bad. buy more? Yes, boss. Poor Magua, can you, it's too late for you anyway. Why are you not buying your damn Chicky token early? Crazy cow. You eat a lot? She eats a lot too. £40 shops a month. She okay. The problem with delivery is that she doesn't trust the people picking it, so she wants to pick up the exact one she wants. So she doesn't like it when other people pick it for her. She only does it because it's for convenience sake. How do you eat a lot for £15 a week? Rice. She doesn't include the price of rice because she buys a bag of rice, a bag of 20 kilo rice for about £19, 19 to 21 pounds, and that lasts about 2 or 3 months. And she eats chicken. Thank you for coming by, Kissy. Thank you. Enjoy your EPs, and she'll see you in 2 days. I also now love M&S. You're moving up the world. You're moving up the world, M&S. Oh, bougie. Sounds like a fun thing to snack on. Oh, it's a meal. That. Am I allowed? You're allowed to buy the keychain, but like, why? Like, you know, it's nice that you would support Nap, but she doesn't understand why. Because you don't. Because you've not been able to interact with Nap. She doesn't understand why you would. Save your money. You go to the store and make your groceries yourself? Yeah! You don't pay more for going there than the delivery would cost. You can tell the fresh veggies and veg. Yeah, exactly. She's the same, Kasha. She's exactly the same. She likes to pick up her own vegetables. Support Gaos. To be fair, you can watch Nap whenever she's on, the Moe Live channel. It's up to you, Zach, but she would say save your money on the other items coming soon. Maybe see until, just before the sales end. And then if there's, more still, get it then. Patient came through. Martin Boss bought some fun your Moe haul. Think about next month. Some seats will have reservations for Please allow on a Friday of Hyper Japan? Oh damn, it's gonna speedrun being full to 0 in 1 weekend? Does that not stress you out? Hyper Japan this month. Hyper Japan's in 2 weeks. Isn't that diabolical? Isn't that actually diabolical? It's in 2 weeks. Did you finally buy good sake again? Do you want her collection? Asa, because she has a lot of Mio, she doesn't drink anymore. You can have all of them. She doesn't drink anymore, so it's a bit wasted. I wish I could split myself to go Hyper Japan alongside Offkai. Most people would go to Offkai rather than that. Don't underestimate Truffle's high-end fish diet. She eats better than most gals do. Okay, let's print these gals out. You almost managed to go to Hyper Japan? You're on holiday? The VTubers you like are performing in Hyper Japan? Oh, but you get to see them in Offkai too, though, no? Me, I have the hook. Share with the class. Me, I'm the hook class. Oh, maybe she'll keep one for Delta then. First time you ever performed that? Times and good vibes. Did you perform it when it was a little cube in the corner? You should check on what they're doing to be on it. Both. It would be held on a sleeping schedule. And VTubers don't sleep properly anyway. No time, no desire. Ever drink in a while now? Listen, last week wasn't a while ago. You did the stage competition things? Oh, like the masquerade. See, you're not a true OG of dancing in the random crevices that the place has. There used to be a carpet, like a 2 square meter carpet on the floor, and they were like, "You can dance on there now." Remind me to take a bottle opener to Vexpo. I'm actually surprised that people don't have that at Vexpo. You also won a couple of awards, won an award a couple of years ago. Oh, hell yeah. You get riches. 1 million riches. Her PC is crashed. Come on. Close that. Just keep a bottle opener on hand. Do you not have keys? Am I the only one who has? Why do you have a bottle opener? What are you opening with a bottle? What? J2O? Like, what are you opening with a bottle opener? At your tender little age? J2O? That's the only thing she can think of that has like a bottle cap. That's the only thing she can think of. Okay, right. Use it for a lot of stuff. You won't be opening a lot of stuff, okay? Me and Delta discovering at 11 PM the need for us carrying a bottle opener. Oh. Use your team. Oh, that's dangerous, though. You generally got it for J2. Oh, okay. You're not that young anymore. No, it's not J2. It's not alcohol. What do you mean you're not even that young? You still, you haven't had your final growth spurt yet. You're still young. Until that growth spurt hits, like you don't need to grow anymore. But like you're still too young. Aim to be taller than Atsushi? Yeah, so you're still young because you can still grow. You remember you're talking to dinosaurs here? Na 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 nya 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 nya. Understandable though. She feels no, right? Talking about people being like, haha, you're a hag, right? Why is it like a VTuber thing to be like, haha, you're a hag? Because aren't the fuckers calling gals hags also fucking aging at the same time? Like, you're also a hag. How you calling like gals hags when you're also a hag? They probably hide their age to say it because they're slightly younger. Yeah, but like, she's not. For example, you can call her a hag, that because you're a baby. But you know, hag affectionate. Yeah, it's hag affectionate. But like, she sees gals calling people like, oh, you know, you're old and hag. You're a hag. She's like, you're probably not that far off. You ain't calling you a hag, but you're allowed to call a hag. Hag recognizes hag. Exactly. You're a hag. It's fine to be a hag. She thinks hags are great. It's like calling a VTuber cute just to get a reaction. She's gotten to a point where someone calls her a hag, she'd be like, okay? Yes? I call you auntie? Oh, hell yeah. She does wonder how your parents think about the fact you call an anime girl online auntie. We're hags together. Like, what would like the generation now consider as a hag? Like, under 2000s? They don't check your phone? Bad. Right, she needs to make a shopping list now. That's her last task today, but luckily, she already has, like a list of things. It is midnight though. She probably should try to wrap up as soon as she finishes this list. You see, people call a hag when born in 2000 or later? Insane. Women without kids are called hags when they reach the age of 30. It's not a nice thing to do. Oh yeah, you know. It's like, if you call someone a hag in a mean way, you're a cunt. But like, in the VTuber sphere at least, being called a hag is like, oh, you're old. But like, she's pretty sure some of these girls are like under 30, you know? Hitting hag sages soon? Soon, ugh. Soon. Always assume uncle is short for uncle and uncle? Yeah, she got both. Maybe it's uncool uncle. Gals, have you wait. Talking about Aksa, she had a great giggle the other day. Was it? No, it was yesterday. She had a great giggle because she found the next move. She sent it to Asa. She sent it to Asa. Wait, maybe she'll. Wait. She wondered if she can like. Maybe after she's done with this list, she'll throw her 3D model up quickly. She needs to show the world. Okay, wait. Let her please, no, you're confused. Don't worry, we'll get there. It was so good though. Chicken pie. You didn't think of it first. I'm disappointed myself. It's so fucking good. It makes us see it more. It was enlightening. You're an uncle. There's nothing wrong with an uncle. Thank you for the stretch, Galthazen! Galthy, welcome! Whoa. Okay. She thinks that's almost everything she needs from her list. She needs to pack some food tomorrow morning. Oh, wait. Okay, she's sent herself a shopping list. Okay. Right. She's got to turn the model off so you can't use TTS for a bit. Okay? Be gone for a wee moment. Don't worry, everyone. She'll be back in a second. Okay. Right. Right. Okay. Oh, don't close the app. Oh, her model's frozen. That's fine. Okay. It works. Okay. It's fine. She actually done her shopping list, so she actually done with her to-do list. Very cow. Don't worry, everybody. It's gonna take some time to load up. She can close this though. Don't worry, everyone. It's gonna come out. Oh, she definitely cannot use it in this model though. Definitely not this one. She got. Give her a second. She needs to swap the models. Okay. Okay, there we go. Right. Let's get rid of you. Right. Okay. She's not sure how effective this is gonna be. nothing done? You got to keep her company. Right. Okay? She set up this whole thing just for you, okay? This is what she's discovered. Wait, it is. Wait. Yeah. 6, 7. Mind blowing. It's the 6, 7 dab. Your third eye has been opened. Please, please continue. Please continue it because what the fuck you mean? No, wait, look, wait. Ah, her spinal cord. Wait, maybe do it this way. Maybe this way is slightly a bit. Okay, wait. Maybe she needs to move this way. There we go. Imagine it was higher up. Wait, yeah, wait, yeah. Next year, paying her time to go. Listen, it's quite high. Her arm placement 6, 7 When she saw this, she literally started crying, laughing. And she had to send it to everybody who she thinks will also start laughing and crying at the same time about it. So, one of them was Asa, and it was great. We all asked the same. No, you need to ask for a dab and then start 6, 7ing at the same time. That's the way. You have to start like, but you have to make sure your hands are like, you know, palmed up, and then you have to go. And she's not even sure she can 6, 7 with this because it doesn't track it as well as it should. Not calling up a Tori to share funny things of you. She doesn't have you on TikTok, okay? Like this annoy you? To be fair, when she searched for it, she was like, wonder if Zach's gonna think this is funny as shit or like the worst thing he's ever seen in his life. But it's the funniest ass shit. But the first comment on the video that she saw was literally them saying they're really fucking pissed off that they didn't think of it first. Because it's so good. What do you mean? The dab 6, 7 is so good. Okay? And the 6, 7, your editing manager, he thought I was trying to jiggle your tits. That is very sad. Right, there we go. She hopes you enjoyed that. A little bit of whimsy before the end of stream, where she hits the 6, 7. Can never understand the random trends of the youngins. Very true. Right, okay, we can finally stop the stream now. she's actually done with the work that she needs to do for tomorrow, which is... Oh, fly! Don't worry about it. Okay, right. Off we find a gal. Let's see who we can go to. Who is live right now? Oh, we got Parrot. Let's go over to Parrots over on YouTube. And on Twitch. Let's see who's on Twitch. We can go over to them on Twitch. No stream from her until Monday. But then the Monday stream's gonna be a Moi live channel Zatsu. But you'll see most of you on Saturday. Please don't have the highest expectations. Please wear cool clothes. Don't be stupid and wear warm jumpers, cause you will die. And that'll be your fault. Okay? She's warned you enough to dress accordingly. And y'all chose not to, so don't do it. Promise not to die. She'll promise you won't die. Whether or not she'll die is a different question. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. We'll head over to Torrents. Over on YouTube. And on Twitch, we go to Nico Lucidity, who is currently doing a donathon. So we'll go head over to them. There we go. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Wait, message. There we go. Let's put the right message in advance. And over on YouTube, parents. And see you all for our next solo one will be Wednesday, because that's when Dotaroon will continue. Thank you, everybody. She'll see you all on Tori Crab. She'll see you all Monday or Wednesday or Saturday. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Sleep well. It's 12:30 right now. She's gonna sleep at 4 a.m. No, she needs to sleep earlier. She needs to sleep. What y'all have to do now is ignore her. Don't let her talk. Don't let her like message anything. Don't let her do anything. Ignore her, pretend she doesn't exist. And maybe as a little treat, she'll go to bed early because she'll be sad.